guys, this is Orsi and this is going to be a VR that I've seen on Shona's new channel. And I'm gonna link her video down below. I think it's her new channel name is Shona Ray's Tarot, but I'm not 100% sure. So, you know, don't go Google the name. Just follow the link in the description. And I really kind of like this because it's about beautiful tarot backs or just deck backs, because I have a few oracles. And I kind of like that because we usually complain about decks that don't have a back that goes well with the illustration, and it's easier to do that because, you know, you pick up on something that is a miss for you more easier than something that you actually like, because you kind of take that granted that, hey, there's a deck and the back really fits the whole theme of the deck. When it's not aligned for you or for me, you know, like for us personally, it's easier to be like, I really hate the back, but this is a positive one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 decks that I chose because I'm going through my collection currently, so I was able to do that I really like. And I'm not saying that those are the only ones that I like the backs for, but these are specifically ones that I really enjoy looking at. And obviously I have more, but I didn't want to make a really long one. And I think 7 is a really magical number. So let's start with that. First one, Oracle immediately. And I kind of picked this one because I know that a lot of people don't like decks where where there's text on the back. And I'm usually the same, but for some reason with this one, it kind of fits. And I don't, it's an oracle, so you don't have to necessarily read it reverse. Even though I don't think I would be really bothered by it if I read reversals with this deck, because I usually, when I shuffle, I don't pay attention to that. But yeah, it's an oracle, so you don't need to read it reversed. This is the deck which I absolutely love the style, and I should use it more. And I etched it, and I think this light blue matches so well with the the deck. I'm very, very pleased with this one. But like I said, I picked this one specifically because I don't mind the font at all. I don't mind the text. It kind of adds to this vintage newspaper, no, not newspaper, magazine feel that I get from the deck. So I really do appreciate it, and I really should use it more. But this deck needs a deck study, because if I just start to use it without actually looking at the guidebook, I did that and I almost decluttered it, but don't be shy, because her channel is very, very useful for me. She had one where she talked about how useful the guidebook is, and I was like, oh, so I should read the guidebook. Okay, because I'm kind of lazier with oracle decks when it comes to guidebooks than tarot, because I don't know, I can't explain it because it's not fair. But second one, I love the box. It's the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle, which I got because of Sandra. And I love Gateway. I think he's a wonderful person. I really like what he's all about. I mean, I like people like him, and you just look at him, and I'm not saying that his life is the easiest, but he's always, at least on camera, is full of smiles and just have that positive attitude that I really wish that I could embody. I'm not there yet. Hopefully I'm gonna be there someday, but I appreciate his energy. I might not keep this deck because I don't use it. I don't know. It's not what I was expecting it to be, as in working for me. I really wanted to go down with this whole light worker thing, but I'm not. I'm more of an earthly person than I ever imagined myself to be, which is quite interesting. Because I always thought about myself as an airhead, like I'm an Aquarius and everything, but then I checked the real sky thing, because Maria, Lady Knight of Avalon, talked about, actually checking what the stars and how the stars were aligned when you were born. And I'm a Capricorn, according to that. And I need to re-evaluate, Jesus, that's a word, what I think about astrology, because it makes more sense to me to look at what actually was above my head when I was born than, check a system that is not aligned with the stars anymore. But I always knew that I wasn't a clean Aquarius, because I was told many times, and it bothered me, that I'm too passionate for an Aquarius, and I kind of see why. But I kind of okay, and I didn't show you the backs. Sorry. I kind of I explained it the way that like we are not just our sun sign, we have other things, so it's why there's a reason. But maybe I'm something completely different, and I should just look into that. But I love the tiny, like, gold. It's not gold foiled, but it's the gold at these speckles and whatnot is made so well that it kind of looks like. And I hope there's enough light, because I would hope it's a snow cloud that is going through our sky currently, because there was some snow this morning, but it probably just rained. But it's a big one, and it's moving fast, but losing light fast as well. So let's keep like, I'm talking to myself. I need to be quicker. So I absolutely adore this bag, like the blue and the finish. But I'm not connecting with the messages, as in I don't ever feel like pulling this deck one out. But I would keep some cards like this one, but you shouldn't keep a deck because you love 2 cards or 3 or a few, So I don't like this one. Star being healing codes. I'm not a star, whatever. Like, I'm not connecting to that. I'm not saying it's not true or anything like that. It's just, for me, this whole light seed, all that realm, it's not something that I'm connected to at this point in my life. So I probably gonna dig a lot of decks that I specifically picked that for working with that energy, because I just don't feel like connected to that. Something that like I said, I feel much more connected to is the earthly things. And I think it's much healthier for me to try to connect with that energy. And I really like it. This is the forest Fae. It's a tiny deck, but look at those mushrooms, and I don't know why. The crescent moon looks like it's made of wood, which I appreciate, but I like the mushrooms. The detailed one. The details on the mushrooms, I don't know why. It's the green, it's the brown, it's earthly. It's a tiny deck, but it's just, it's a wonderful little deck. Look at that. It's a Fae that I haven't started working with yet, the energy. But I really do love the backs of these. I think it's just beautiful. And I will have a mushroom deck come next. I think it's released in March. There's one that I'm really excited, and I pre-ordered it, so I should get it. And I can't wait to work with those two together. But we're talking about deck packs. And this is a deck that I don't really use, only during the summer. And if you know the Llewellyn deck, that you know that this is it. But there's a tiny red dragon. So are you surprised that I'm excited for a tiny red dragon? You shouldn't be. But I love the yellow. It's such a warm yellow. I love the brown. Usually, brown gets a bad rap because it's like brown. But this is a really rich, this is a fertile soul brown, which I never imagined that I would be so appreciative of, but I am. And the deck is wonderful as well. I really need to continue with my deck study with this deck, because look at that. Isn't she beautiful? High Priestess, who is something else in this deck, but it follows the traditional, most of the time traditional illustration, so it's easy to use. But I do appreciate the tiny dragon. But I still want to do, because it's connected to the Celtic realm and Celtic mythology, and I'm not familiar enough. unfortunately, but I love the backs. Another one which might sound weird is the Majestic Earth. This is one of my absolute favorite decks. I just love it. It reads so well for me, and I'm so happy that I have it. And I know that this looks like a wallpaper, but that's exactly why I love this one, because these look like paintings that you hang on in a room where the wallpaper is like that. You know, it's that rich, luxurious, kind of snobby home. You know, like Downton Abbey. This is my Downton Abbey deck, I guess. I think so, yeah. So I really like, these extra cards are one of my favorite ones. It just fits. Oh, look at that! Look at that! The air element, and I do leave them in the deck because I can use the energy for the reading. But I just love it. I don't think I would have a room actually with such a busy wallpaper for a full of it, like whole room, but I could totally see myself having just one wall, or you know, like a line on the wall from something like this, because I really do like busy and rich. I don't know, I associate rich as in wealthy to this type of wallpaper, and I kind of like that in wallpaper. Yeah, I can explain it, but I really do appreciate this for the back of this deck, because it suits so well the theme, like, you know, hanging paintings on the wall. Okay, next one is not gonna be surprising because dragons, and even, you know, but it could be surprising that I love the backs, because just because I love the dragons. Oh, Ten of Swords, thanks. It doesn't mean immediately that, you know, I love the backs, but it's an extra dragon, and I love not just the dragon itself, but I love the flowers. And I don't even know what type of flowers they are. What does it look like to you guys? It's kind of like a dark lilac rose, because, you know, thorn and everything. But I just recently looked at the dragon, and I know, how could I not notice that before? But the thorns on, what is not called like that on a dragon, I bet. But let's go with that. Are as green as you know, like the rose, the flower, and it's just so nice and so well fitting. And I know that, you know, it's limited colors, but it's beautiful, and I love it. And obviously, let's go away. Oh, Three of Pentacles, I love that. What are we? What is it with all these, you know, negative cards? Like, come on now, don't do this to me, deck. So yeah, it's, you know, it's one of my all-time favorite. It's the dragon deck. It's me in a deck, I think, and I just love the box as well. Ooh, maybe I should create a tag. We're talking about just the boxes. I don't know. Would that be interesting? I mean, I think so. I think I could talk about boxes for a video as well. But let's move on, and let's finish with the last one, which is a new addition to my collection. And let's see if I can show you. I don't know if can you see the hollow? Let's hope. Because, you know, the light is not good for a holographic deck right now, because it's winter. It's not coming, it's kind of here, even though without snow. But, I mean, look, okay, it's not the deck back. Okay, this was not what I meant to do. Let's put this one back. Look at those back. Oh, we have some sun. So hopefully, you know, the camera can pick up on the holographic, and I kind of wish that the edge was holographic as well, but even though, you know, it's not necessary, the black suits the deck as well. But I'm just so pleased with this holographic edition and the back. I love the original one as well, but I didn't want to, you know, pull out both. But, you know, I just love holographic, and this deck This deck looks beautiful in its original form, but the backs look so nice with the holographic that I definitely had to add this to this video, because sometimes I'm easy like that. I just, you know, give me some holographic and I will be like, woo, and easily please. So yeah, these are my 7 decks that I really love. The backs of, if you, you know, as per usual, if you have a video, please do let me know, so that I can watch it. If not, please comment down below which is your favorite back of a deck, even if you don't like the deck necessarily, but you absolutely adore the back. That can be a thing. But yeah, I hope this was interesting. Thank you so much, Shona, for posting the VR version, because that's how I saw it. And yeah, thank you so much for being here, for watching. Like it if you liked the video. I mean, you don't have to if you didn't, but you know, it's fun for me. And yeah, wish me some snow by the time this comes up. Maybe there was a second day of snow. I'm just heartbroken over snow. I know, no one's watching anymore, but if you do, please comment down below with a snowflake emoji, because that's fun. And thank you so much for being here. See you in the next one. Bye!